As everyone knows, I have a goofy father that always or sometimes reappear in my videos and do some silly things in my house and stuff. But my father is not really a goofy man, actually. To be in fact, my father is a very coward person, a very shy person, a person who don't really talk and always give a stare. And there's a story behind it all. My father is a very person who don't really communicate with people unless he know this person or knew this person or grown up with this person. And my father actually, when my mom left us for to go to work in overseas, my dad is the only one who left. My mom really need to go back, go to the other country just to provide some things to us. And my dad, in the other hand, actually stood up as my mom and dad. Okay? The truth is, I was actually once an illegal child. No one actually knew this, but today I'm now a legal child. But I'll tell you the story when I was still an illegal child, okay? So back then, my dad actually got my mom pregnant when he was very young. When he was only 21 or 22. I don't know what age he got my mom pregnant. So, yeah, they had me when they were pretty young. When they're just after being a teenager and stuff. So they got me when they were very young. But even though I was an illegal child, my dad still took care of me. Even though they're not really a thing. The only reason that my dad married my mom is to make me a legal child and some more. So yeah, you probably don't know what sacrifice I did because my dad back then was an illegal child. So if he just abandoned me, he just it only looks like he abandoned himself who was also an illegal child. So my dad didn't abandon me and raised me as his own. Even though I am an illegal child, things got more complicated when it happened to high school because both of my parents separated now. More like a divorce, but not yet divorce. My parents actually are not yet divorced, but they are actually, although it's not in papers yet. So when that came, my mom actually stopped for a bit for 2 years of preventing me. Although it's now in the past, but it still gave me a little vibes back then because my mom is not there to support me in those times, and my dad is the only one who was there. Like I said before, my dad stood up both as my dad as my mom. Even though I kind of complained to my boyfriend how annoying he was, he was still a father that took care of me. And back then I was an ignorant child who actually doesn't see the flaws. Yeah, if you really think about it, I don't really have my mom who's actually to took care of me and stuff. Although she gave me money and also go home to take care of me, but my dad is always the one who did all those stuff instead of my mother. You know how much stuff it was for me, and yeah, with the fact that my father, even though I was a legal child, and he actually didn't finish college. Actually, he never actually once went to college and stuff, and things were not so good back then, yet he still took care of me. And now, actually, my dad is very supportive. Although it's a bit sad for him because he didn't get a son and he got a daughter instead. In my eyes, I can always see that my father is actually wanted a son instead of a daughter. But then again, he didn't complain. He didn't complain at all. So instead of complaining of having a son, he he raised me as both of his son and daughter, even though I'm a girl. To him, gender doesn't matter at all. It doesn't matter at all. And my dad still took care of me, trained me, like, yeah, we did boxing, so what? And stuff, but he took care of me. It doesn't matter what, I'm not a boy, but he still took care of me. He was happy and stuff. And my dad was not really into gay people, but I actually once said that I was gay for an accidentally like lesbian or and pansexual or something, but he didn't say a word. He only said it's like some funny words like "Wow, you're gay, cool," and stuff, and laugh it off. And to the time, he didn't really kick me out because I was part of the LGBT community. Yeah, that's a real love from your father. It doesn't matter if you're gay or something, or what, if you're illegal, if your gender is different, they will still take care of me. You would ever happen to you, and that's a real father would do to his own children. If you really love his own children, you will accept them from no matter what. It doesn't matter if you what they are, because they're still your child. You raised them. They're not some object that you want to be. Although we kind, he's kind of grateful, and I'm also grateful that my grandparents also took care of us. Although it's just me and him now. My mom is just giving me some stuff and stuff. Although it hurts. But my father is always there to take care of me and stuff, even though things are not so great after all those years. And could never, whatever it is, I just realized something. No matter what happened, you are still your father's kid, and that should happen. So when as I grow up, I never really questioned things of many things because of that love. And yeah, as I grow up, I finally realized those kind of love. Thank you, father. Even though you kind of act like a boy, my dad always act like goofy just to make me laugh. So he don't know how. So he always. So I can don't always have to worry about him and stuff. Yeah, my father never actually want me to worry about him, so he always put a goofy personality. That's probably what I got. I get it from him making goofy stuff and stuff. And yeah, that's my dad. I'm making this because my dad is currently cannot walk. So yeah, a gift from my father. Love you, Daddy.